Hey there, money mavens. Welcome back to the channel where we're all about making your financial dreams a reality. If you're new here, I'm thrilled to have you. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of savvy savers and wealth builders. Today, we're diving into something super exciting: the 5 money laws that can completely transform the way you handle your finances. These aren't just tips or tricks, these are foundational principles that can set you up for financial freedom. Whether you're drowning in student loans, saving for a house, or dreaming of early retirement. Let's start with a quick story. Picture this: Sarah, a 28-year-old teacher in Chicago, is working hard but feels like her paycheck disappears faster than a pizza at a party. Sound familiar? She's got credit card bills piling up, a car loan that's stressing her out, and she's wondering if she ever get ahead. That was me a few years ago, to feeling like I was running on a financial hamster wheel, going nowhere fast. But then I discovered these 5 money laws, and they changed everything. They helped me pay off debt, build savings, and start investing for my future. And trust me, if I can do it, so can you. So what are these 5 money laws? They're simple, powerful principles that anyone can apply to take control of their money. Today, we're going to break them down one by one, with practical examples, relatable stories, and actionable steps you can start using today. Here's a sneak peek of what we'll cover. The law of intentional spending: spend your money with purpose, not on impulse. The law of paying yourself first: prioritize savings and investments before anything else. The law of compound growth: let your money work harder than you do. The law of debt freedom: break free from the chains of debt for good. The law of financial education: knowledge is your greatest asset. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to make smarter financial decisions and build a future you're excited about. Whether you're just starting out or you're ready to level up, these laws will meet you where you're at. So grab a notebook, maybe a coffee, and let's dive in. Oh, and if you love learning about money as much as I do, give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Tell me which money law you're most excited to learn about. Pause. Ready? Let's get started. Before we jump into the first law, let me set the stage. These laws aren't about getting rich quick or following some shady scheme. They're about building habits that stick, like laying a strong foundation for a house. Think of your financial life as a house you're building, one that's sturdy, secure, and totally you. Each of these laws is like a brick in that foundation. And here's the best part: they work for everyone, whether you're making $30,000 a year or $300,000. So let's lay that first brick with the law of intentional spending. Money Law 1: the law of intentional spending. Alright, let's talk about the law of intentional spending. This one's a game changer, folks. It's all about spending your money with purpose, not just letting it slip through your fingers like sand at the beach. Relatable: have you ever checked your bank account and thought, where did all my money go? Maybe it was that daily latte, those impulse buys on Amazon, or that subscription you forgot to cancel. I've been there. But intentional spending is like putting a GPS on your money. It makes sure every dollar goes exactly where you want it to. Why it's important? Here's the deal. In the USA, the average household spends about $60,000 a year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's a lot of money. But without a plan, it's easy to waste thousands on things that don't matter to you. Intentional spending means aligning your money with your goals and values. Maybe you value travel, so you want to save for a dream trip to Hawaii. Or maybe you want to pay off your student loans so you can sleep without that knot in your stomach. Whatever your goals, this law helps you make sure your money is working toward them, not against them. Real-world examples. Let's bring this to life with a couple of examples. Example 1: the budgeting newbie. Meet Jake, a 25-year-old graphic designer in Atlanta. Jake used to spend $200 a month on takeout pizza, tacos, you name it. He loved the convenience, but he wasn't saving a dime. Then he started practicing intentional spending. He made a budget using a free app like Mint and decided to cut his takeout budget to $50 a month. That extra $150, he redirected it to his emergency fund. Within a year, Jake had $1,800 saved up, enough for a safety net and a weekend getaway. Excited? That's the power of spending with purpose. Example 2: the subscription trap. Then there's Maria, a nurse in Seattle. Maria was subscribed to 5 streaming services: Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, you get the picture. She was basically funding Hollywood single-handedly. When she reviewed her expenses, she realized she only used 2 of them regularly. By canceling the others, she saved $40 a month, which she put toward her 401k. Over 30 years, that $40 a month could grow to over $50,000 with compound interest at a 7% return. That's a down payment on a house, all from cutting subscriptions she didn't need. Example 3. The big purchase decision. Lastly, meet Tom, a mechanic in Dallas. Tom wanted a new truck, but didn't want to take on a huge car loan. Instead of buying on impulse, he practiced intentional spending. He saved $500 a month for 2 years by cutting back on eating out and skipping unnecessary upgrades to his phone. By the time he was ready to buy, he had $12,000 for a down payment, which lowered his monthly payments and saved him thousands in interest. That's what happens when your spending matches your goals. Actionable steps. So, how do you apply the law of intentional spending? Here's your game plan. Track your spending for 1 month. Write down every dollar you spend. Use an app like YNB or just a simple spreadsheet. You'll be shocked at where your money's going. Identify your values. What matters most to you? Paying off debt. Saving for a house. Traveling. Write down your top 3 financial goals. Create a budget. Use the 50/30/20 rule: 50% of your income for needs: rent, groceries, 30% for wants: dining out, hobbies, and 20% for savings or debt repayment. Adjust as needed to fit your goals. Review regularly. Check your spending weekly to stay on track. It's like checking your GPS to make sure you're not veering off course. Cut the fat. Look for expenses that don't align with your goals, like that gym membership you never use, and redirect that money to what matters. Think of your budget like a garden. Every dollar you spend is a seed. Plant those seeds in the right places, and you'll grow a financial future you love. Alright, we've got our first law down. Let's move on to the second one, which is all about putting you first. Get ready for the law of paying yourself first. Money Law 2, the law of paying yourself first. Alright, friends, let's talk about the law of paying yourself first. This one's like giving yourself a big financial hug before anyone else gets a piece of your paycheck. The idea is simple. Before you pay your bills, buy groceries, or splurge on that new pair of sneakers, you set aside money for your future self, whether that's savings, investments, or debt repayment. It's about prioritizing you and your financial goals. Why it's important. Here's why this law is a big deal. In the USA, the personal savings rate is only about 4.6%, according to recent data. That means most people are saving less than $5 for every $100 they earn. Life is expensive: rent, car payments, student loans. It's easy to let your paycheck disappear before you save anything. But paying yourself first flips that script. It ensures you're building wealth, even if it's just a little at a time. And trust me, those small amounts add up in a big way, especially when you combine this law with our next one. Let's see this law in action. Example 1, the 401k hero. Meet Emily, a 30-year-old marketing assistant in Denver. Emily's company offers a 401k match, but she used to skip contributing because she needed all her paycheck for bills. Relatable? Sound familiar? Then she learned about paying herself first. She set up an automatic 6% contribution to her 401k, which her employer matched. That's free money. By age 65, assuming a 7% annual return, that 6% could grow to over $400,000, all because she paid herself first. Example 2, the emergency fund builder. Then there's Carlos, a freelancer in Miami. Carlos used to live paycheck to paycheck, and any unexpected expense like a car repair meant credit card debt. He started paying himself first by setting up an automatic transfer of $100 a month to a high-yield savings account. Within 2 years, he had $2,400 saved, enough to cover a medical bill without stress. That peace of mind, priceless. Example 3, the debt crusher. Finally, meet Lisa, a retail manager in Phoenix. Lisa had $10,000 in credit card debt with a 20% interest rate. She started paying herself first by allocating $200 a month to an extra debt payment before spending on non-essentials. By focusing on her highest interest debt, she saved thousands in interest and paid off her balance in 4 years instead of 10. That's what prioritizing yourself can do. Actionable steps, ready to pay yourself first. Here's how. Automate savings. Set up an automatic transfer to a savings or investment account the day after payday. Even $50 a month is a great start. Max out matches. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. It's like a 100% return on your money. Start small. Can't save much? Start with 1% of your income and increase it by 1% every 6 months. Protect your savings. Treat your savings like a bill non-negotiable. Don't dip into it for impulse buys. Choose the right account. Use a high-yield savings account for emergencies like a LI or Marcus, or Roth IRA for long-term growth. Think of paying yourself first like planting a money tree. The sooner you plant it, the bigger it grows. Speaking of growth, our next law is all about making your money work harder than you do. Let's dive into the law of compound growth. Money Law 3, the law of compound growth. Alright, folks, buckle up because the law of compound growth is where things get really exciting. This law is like the secret sauce of wealth building. It's all about letting your money grow over time through the magic of compound interest or investment returns. Imagine planting a tiny seed that grows into a massive oak tree. That's what compound growth does for your money. Why it's important? Here's the deal. Compound growth is why millionaires become millionaires. It's not about earning a ton, it's about letting your money earn money for you. In the USA, the stock market has averaged about a 7% annual return after inflation over the long term. That means your money can double every 10 years or so, thanks to the rule of 72. But here's the catch. You have to start early and stay consistent. I know investing can feel scary, especially with market ups and downs, but this law is about playing the long game.
Let's look at some examples to see compound growth in action. Example 1, the early investor. Meet Alex, a 22-year-old barista in Portland. Alex started investing $100 a month in a low-cost index fund through a Roth IRA. At a 7% average return by age 65, that $100 a month could grow to over $300,000. Compare that to his friend Mike, who waited until age 35 to start investing the same amount. Mike's money would only grow to about $87,000 by age 65. That's the power of starting early. Alex gets over 3 times as much just by starting 13 years sooner. Example 2, the retirement booster. Then there's Priya, a 40-year-old accountant in Boston. Priya maxed out her Roth IRA contributions $6,000 a year starting at age 30. By age 65, assuming a 7% return, her account could be worth over $400,000. Even if you're starting later, compound growth can still work wonders. She's building a nest egg that'll let her retire comfortably. Example 3, the savings account surprise. Finally, meet David, a teacher in Ohio. David put $5,000 in a high-yield savings account earning 4% interest at age 25. By age 65, without adding another penny, that $5,000 could grow to over $22,000 through compound interest. That's money growing while he sleeps. Actionable steps, ready to harness compound growth. Here's your plan. Start now. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even $25 a month counts. Invest in index funds. Choose low-cost, diversified funds like the S&P 500 for steady growth. Platforms like Vanguard or Fidelity make it easy. Use tax-advantaged accounts, contribute to a 401k, Roth IRA, or HSA to supercharge your growth with tax benefits. Reinvest earnings, don't cash out dividends or interest, let them compound for maximum growth. Stay patient, markets fluctuate, but long-term investing rewards patience. Don't panic during dips. Compound growth is like a snowball rolling downhill. It starts small but builds into an avalanche of wealth. Now, let's tackle something that can hold back your growth: debt. Get ready for the law of debt freedom. Money Law 4, the law of debt freedom. Okay, let's get real for a moment. Debt can feel like a heavy weight on your shoulders, right? Whether it's student loans, credit cards, or a car payment, it's stressful. The law of debt freedom is all about breaking free from that burden so you can live life on your terms. This law says you can and should pay off debt strategically to free up your income for wealth building. Why it's important? In the USA, the average household has about $6,000 in credit card debt and over $30,000 in student loans, according to recent stats. That's not just numbers, it's stress, missed opportunities, and delayed dreams. Paying off debt isn't just about clearing a balance. It's about reclaiming your financial freedom. Once you're debt-free, you can redirect those payments to savings, investments, or things that bring you joy. Real-world examples. Let's see how this works. Example 1, the snowball method. Meet Rachel, a 27-year-old server in Las Vegas with $8,000 in credit card debt across 3 cards. She used the debt snowball method, focusing on the smallest balance first, $1,500, while making minimum payments on the others. Paying $500 a month, she cleared the smallest debt in 3 months, which gave her a psychological boost. That momentum helped her tackle the rest, becoming debt-free in 18 months. Example 2, the avalanche method. Then there's Jamal, a 35-year-old engineer in Houston with $20,000 in student loans at varying interest rates. He used the debt avalanche method, targeting the loan with the highest interest rate, 6.8% first. By paying an extra $300 a month, he saved over $2,000 in interest and paid off his loans 3 years faster. That's money he's now investing. Example 3. The balance transfer. Finally, meet Sophie, a retail worker in Miami with $5,000 in credit card debt at 18% interest. She transferred her balance to a 0% introductory APR card and paid it off in 15 months, saving nearly $1,000 in interest. Smart moves like that can fast-track your debt freedom. Actionable steps. Here's how to conquer debt. List your debts, write down every debt, including balance, interest rate, and minimum payment. Choose a strategy. Try the snowball method, smallest balance first for quick wins, or the avalanche method, highest interest first to save money. Pay more than the minimum. Even $50 extra a month can shave years off your debt. Explore balance transfers. Look for 0% APR offers to reduce interest, but read the fine print for fees. Boost income. Consider a side hustle like Uber or freelancing to throw more money at debt. Getting out of debt is like shedding a heavy backpack. You'll feel lighter and ready to run toward your goals. Our final law is the key to tying it all together. Let's talk about the law of financial education. Money Law 5, the law of financial education. We're the final law, and it's the glue that holds everything together, the law of financial education. This law says that knowledge is your greatest asset. The more you learn about money, the better decisions you make, and the faster you reach your goals. In a world where financial scams, bad advice, and confusion are everywhere, being educated is like having a superpower. Why it's important? In the USA, only 17 states require personal finance education in schools. That means most of us are left to figure it out on our own, and that's tough. But learning about budgeting, investing, taxes, and more empowers you to take control. You don't need a finance degree, just a willingness to learn and grow. Knowledge builds confidence, and confidence builds wealth.
Real-world example shows how financial education pays off. Example 1. The scam avoider. Meet Tony, a 29-year-old driver in Philadelphia. Tony got a call from someone claiming to be from the IRS, demanding payment for back taxes. Scary, right? But Tony had read about common scams on a blog and knew the IRS never calls, they send letters. He hung up, verified with the IRS, and avoided losing $2,000. Excited knowledge saved the day. Example 2. The tax saverthan. There's Anita, a small business owner in Charlotte. Anita learned about tax deductions for home offices and business expenses through a free online course. By applying what she learned, she saved $3,000 on her taxes last year. That's money she reinvested in her business. Example 3, the investment learner. Finally, meet Greg, a 32-year-old nurse in San Diego. Greg was intimidated by investing until he listened to a podcast about index funds. He learned they're low cost and diversified, so he opened a Roth IRA and started investing $200 a month. Now, he's on track for a comfortable retirement, all because he took the time to learn. Actionable steps ready to become a money master? Here's how. Read books. Start with The Millionaire Next Door or I Will Teach You to Be Rich for practical advice. Listen to podcasts. Check out The Dave Ramsey Show or Crucify for bite-sized lessons. Take free courses. Platforms like Coursera or Khan Academy offer free personal finance classes. Follow reputable sources. Read blogs like The Motley Fool or NerdWallet for USA-specific tips. Ask questions. Join online communities like Reddit's r Personal Finance to learn from others. Financial education is like a map for your money. It shows you the way to your goals.
Alright, we've covered all 5 laws. Let's wrap this. Conclusion. Wow, we did it. We just walked through the 5 money laws that can transform your financial life. Intentional spending, paying yourself first, compound growth, debt freedom, and financial education. These laws aren't just ideas, they're a roadmap to financial freedom, whether you're starting from scratch or leveling up. I know money can feel overwhelming sometimes. Maybe you're stressed about bills or unsure where to start. But here's the truth. Every small step you take today, whether it's making a budget, saving $10, or reading one article, moves you closer to a future you're proud of. Let's recap. Intentional spending helps you align your money with your dreams. Paying yourself first ensures you're building wealth, no matter what. Compound growth turns small savings into big wins over time. Debt freedom gives you the freedom to live life on your terms. Financial education empowers you to make smart choices every day. So, what's your next step? Maybe it's downloading a budgeting app, setting up an automatic savings transfer, or reading one chapter of a finance book. Whatever it is, start today. Your future self will thank you. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Drop a comment below, tell me which money law you're going to tackle first. Until next time, keep building that financial future you deserve. See you in the next video.